It's time. It's time we sit down and play a video game. The power's still on. There's no outage. We don't need to bust out the cards yet. Just bear with me. This is going to be fun. Have you ever played Spelunky 2? Chat, this game is really fun. It's really fun. Lunky time, hope you make it really far this session. Oh, are you in for a surprise? We aren't going to make it out the front door. we are going to die so quick. And while I'm thinking about it, let me get us in the right category, and then we'll continue on our merry way. But yeah, welcome. Oh man, I'm excited to be playing this again. I'm always excited to be playing video games, man. I love this shit. This is my favorite pastime. This is the thing I do. I love it. I love it. And Spelunky is no exception. This, wow, immediately fucked up. Spelunky 1 was a game that, you know, I played pretty much endlessly. It was one of the only games I had in my Steam account back when I was younger. And man, it's always a good time. I love playing Spelunky. I play this off stream really often. Often. I was actually just playing The Binding of Isaac today. I've been really into like roguelikes for some reason recently. Nice. Good job hitting my dog. Is he using the tweaker avatar tonight? Yeah, there's a reason for that. I just don't really feel like... Two things. I don't feel like setting up the tracking on the iPhone right now, which would take all of about 5 minutes, but I just don't feel like doing that. I'm lazy today. And then I also don't feel like being on camera, because if you take a look here, check it out. I just don't want to be on camera. That's really all there is. That's all there was to that. There's nothing wrong with me. I just don't want to be on camera. So yeah, tweaker avatar tonight. I've been thinking about setting up a lot of different. I almost said live 2D avatar. That'd be expensive as fuck. Whoa! I've been thinking about setting up more of these like GIF PNG tubers. Is that what they're called? PNG tubers? I don't give a fuck what they're called. But I've been trying to set some more of them up because I think it'd be fun. I think it would be fun to have like custom PNG things for... I don't think I've ever heard the music do that, sorry. Custom PNGs for like the different games that we play, so I think it would be really funny to have like a Nanao Meikou for the Robot Alchemic Drive streams. Just because I think Nanao is a funny character inherently. She's very stupid. She embodies a lot of me, you know, pretty fucking dumb. You look like me. Congratulations, you found your doppelganger. How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel that your doppelganger is A, someone you found on the internet, and B, complete and total fucking moron? That's gotta count for something, right? Here, blow both of these guys up. I need this. I need their health really badly. Wizard needs food badly. I feel scared. Eh. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. Look, I was doom scrolling. I'm gonna be honest. I was doom scrolling before I got here today. I was sitting in bed, just kind of scrolling on Twitter, which is a fucking horrible idea. Don't ever do that. If you have Twitter, go ahead and delete it. You don't need that. But I was doom scrolling before I got here. So reading a bunch of stuff about... I'm just going to say... I do not like getting political here. I don't have any opinion that I would like to share because I think my main purpose is just to entertain and play video games. You guys don't need to know what I think about things, but I was reading stuff about protests. That's what I'll keep it at. And I was like, damn, shit is getting crazy out here. wild. Whoa! I really don't want to break this vase, because that would spell doom for me very quickly. I mean, I guess I can break it now. I'm about to walk out the door. So yeah, not fun. I'm not going to discuss any of that on stream, because again, it's not something I do. I purposefully avoid these topics, like, all the time. But, yeah, I was doom scrolling, and I was sitting there, and I was like, man, why the fuck am I doing this? I could be streaming right now. I could be actually enjoying my day. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? So I got up, came over to my PC, and I decided, you know what? We're going to play a game I really like today. We're going to play Spelunky, and I'm going to have a good time. There we go. That's all I needed. All right, get out of the way, bud. Whew! We have been living on 1 health for way too long. This shit is uncomfortable. Ugh. Okay, well, at least we got this. Might be able to get some health here at the end. I absolutely will get some health here at the end. I'm glad they gave me that, because that's more than nothing. It's really hard to get health in these games sometimes. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, God, we're in the lava land. Lethal lava land. Fuck, and I need to go for this. Oh, boy. This is gonna be rough. Oh, Jesus, this setup is not ideal. Okay, hold on, let me see what's over here. No. Is there any way around this? Okay, there's another path. There's another path here. I'm taking this path. This seems a lot less dangerous. Oh my god. Type 1 alternate. What's that mean? Type 1 chatter? Do we have a Type 1 chatter in chat? What does that mean? Dude, that guy just got fucking domed. Holy shit. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't want to be here. It's the last place I want to be. But no, I was kind of thinking about it when I was doom scrolling. I was like, man, you know what? I could be playing like a good roguelike right now, and that would fix me. That would totally fix me. So here I am. Here I am. I'm doing it. And you know what? It's doing a good job. Now, am I still thinking about the doom scrolling? Yeah, and that sucks. Oh my god, what have I created? No! No. I need your body. I need your body. Come here. Yeah, put your body there. Yeah. Hello, Thwomp. There you go. This is difficult to navigate. I see where I need to go, but oof. Talk about a crazy fucking layout here. This sucks. And now there's lava. Oh! You know, I remember when mama, when I first saw this game, like when I first saw it getting revealed, I was like, oh shit, the water physics and the lava physics, that looks so cool. We could do so much with that. And now I fucking hate it. Because it screws you so often, especially in that lava area. It's very difficult. Well, that's one rundown. I love games like these, man. Games where it's randomized and you just keep going on runs. It's so much fun. This was the reason why before any of these types of games came out, my favorite game when I was a kid was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team on the Game Boy Advance. I thought that game was the shit. That game was literally unparalleled by any other back then. And I'll tell you why. It's because it had the elements that a good roguelike has nowadays, with random items in dungeons, and like the layouts are all different. It's infinitely replayable, man. That shit was awesome. Jimbo's General Store. Do I want anything? Probably this. Not really anything else. I wish you had bombs. Why does my camera do that when I like zooms in a little bit when I enter? See that? It's strange. Whew. But yeah, what have you guys been getting up to? You been doing good? I'm so proud of you for brushing your teeth today. Hey, if you didn't, you know, who cares? Who gives a shit, right? There's always tomorrow, you know? You'll be okay. Something that's been on my mind. I saw someone that was, speaking of Twitter, I saw someone that was getting dunked on for not having brushed their teeth because of depression in a while. And let me tell you, depression does some weird fucking things to you. Things that, like, a lot of people who have never dealt with it will really not understand. Because, you know, there were people in there just going, oh, you didn't brush your teeth? Fuck you! You're disgusting! Eat shit! And it's like, okay, clearly you've never dealt with, like, literally just crippling fucking anxiety and depression. Because that shit immobilizes you, and I feel terrible for anyone who has to deal with that. It's never gotten me to that degree, but I've known people that it's happened to, and it just sucks to see. It just really sucks to see. So my heart goes out to anyone that, you know, is dealing with that. Shit sucks, man. I've definitely gotten close. I've gotten close as shit. I've felt like, you know, days are insurmountable, and it's just hard to get out of bed sometimes. But, you know, I guess for some people, it's crazy to me. For some people, it's just easier to deal with, like, horrible shit. Back when I was younger, back in high school, before the weed arc, before the arc where I dabbled in a bunch of, it was just weed. It's never anything else. I will never do anything else. Every other drug scares the shit out of me. And this guy, like, nope, he still bonks him. He doesn't hurt him. He just bonks him. Uh-oh. Can we go this way this time, man? I would like to go this way because it's got the forest. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thanks for the boost. Okay, well, I can't even take him in here. So I'm going to put him to use. I'm really glad that flew into me. But no, it's one of those things where I've definitely felt it before. I don't know why we're getting on this topic. Probably because I was talking about doom scrolling. But, yeah, it having depression's grip on you fucking blows dick. It is not fun in the slightest. There are people out there who, weirdly enough, romanticize depression, and it's like, dude, this shit blows. You don't want this. So it's kind of crazy to me that some people are like, I don't want to say... I almost want to say depression posers. Is that a thing? Attention seekers? That's a thing. Oh, can't I smash this guy? Oh, no. I'm thinking of the metal shield. Who the fuck is out there romanticizing it? I went through it from 2020 to 2023 and it was hell. Exactly what I'm talking about, man. It sucks. But I have seen people, like, on the internet being like, it's cool to be depressed. And it's like, no, it's fucking not. You have clearly not dealt with this shit. Crazy how you went from talking about Twitter to talking about weed. Right. That's what I was going to say. Before the weed arc, a lot of people would ask me how I was able to deal with such shitty circumstances. That's a mistake. I see traps up there. With such shitty circumstances of part of my life, a long time ago. I'm not going to get into those details, but wasn't great. Sometimes being a kid isn't fun, and you know, not every kid is having a fucking amazing time. But that's besides the point. Yeah, a lot of people were asking me, they were like, how the fuck are you dealing with this without any sort of, like, medication or therapy or drugs or anything? This was back in high school, so a lot of people were like, you don't do, like weed or anything? And I'm like, no. One of my friends offered me tabs of acid back in high school, and I was like, no way, Pac-Man, drugs are bad. So that's where I stood on drugs back then, until like my senior year when I did my first weed. And then I was like, oh shit, this stuff's kind of cool, man. I have not had any weed though in, I want to say it's been 7 or 8 months. So I'm proud of that. I haven't smoked it. Haven't had any edibles, nothing like that for 7 or 8 months. I think so. It's been I think the last time I had any. Yeah, it's been almost a year. This is a really shitty setup right here at the end. I hate this. Don't jump into him. Oh my god, you're a legend. Okay, let's leave. Holy shit, those man-eaters are no joke. Oh my god, speaking of man-eaters getting eaten, that one just got trapped. Who the hell is this? Who are you? Thanks, I can't believe I got stuck in here. Okay, well, you have fun. I feel like I haven't been in the forest biome enough, because this feels new to me. I didn't know that it had this entire cave system in it. This is cool. Oh, I'm out of bombs. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. I can't get to the bottom. But yeah, no, I was just raw dogging life for the longest time. And, not really complaining about it. Shit happened. And I would just kind of deal with it. And I'm kind of getting back to that. Where shit's just happening. And I'm just dealing with it. With no external stimuli. No drugs, no alcohol. Which some people... Oh, nice job. Some people will probably be like, that's really difficult. I get where you're coming from. That is actually ridiculous. I forgot that the monkey stun locks you and fucks you into the spikes. That's crazy. Alright, well, new run! Spelunky is awesome. You just get the dumbest fucking deaths in the weirdest of places, and it's fantastic. I love it. I love it. It's definitely a game that I don't really get mad at when I lose. I mean, there's definitely times where I've gotten mad at this game, but it's one where when I start a new run, I'm like, all right, this is an opportunity to get an even better run. It's the same thing with Isaac. You know, if you die in Isaac, don't take that as a bad thing. You might get like a god run in the next 20 minutes, and you wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even know it. It's beautiful. Now, yes, that run I was just on was decent. I was doing okay. I had a lot of health. But we can recover from this. We can recover this. This is simple. I'm going to wait for him to turn around. Because if not, this is going to get really dicey. Let me, what do I want here? I could deliver turkeys to this guy, but that's going to take so long. I'm not doing that. Release that here. Take out this fucker. And we'll come over here. Wow, that killed him so quick. Weapon shop, you say? Now, I could kill you and take your gun. What is up here? I could kill him and take his gun, but I don't think that's worth it. Because we're going to run into some angry fucking shopkeepers if we do that, and that's, this is no good. Does anybody in chat know, does Spelunky 2 have the black market? Like Spelunky 1 did? I don't know if it does. If so, I've never ran into it. The only reason I ask is because the black market music in Spelunky 1 was fucking awesome, and I really liked it. It reminded me a lot of, oh, what's the town in Final Fantasy VII? The slum, it's like the, I almost said the slum, that's like all of Final Fantasy VII. Oh my god, what, Wall Market? Yeah, Wall Market! Yeah, it reminds me of that area. Yes, it does. Fucking fantastic. Ugh. Gotta be careful here. Okay, run down to me. I have an idea. That was the idea. Oh, perfectly executed. Okay. Now for you. Roll, please. Roll, please. Hello? Hello? Roll. Yes, there you go. No! It's okay, we tank those, and then we go through. Easy mode. We'll get the health back from the dog. Be like, nothing happened. This shit is nothing to me, man. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm out here smoking the shit that makes me move like a claymation figure. Nothing I'm really interested in there. Ooh, nice dodge. Okay, what do I want here? Probably to go this way. Yeah, this seems like a good route. I'm just gonna let the slave behind me do his thing. He's probably gonna die to some random trap. Actually, if I take him over there, he's surely going to die. So let's not do that. You might be of, like, some slight use randomly. Also, speaking of custom PNGs from earlier, you know what I would love? I would love to have a custom PNG, which would take a lot of work, of my character in, like, Spelunky and The Binding of Isaac. I would love that. That would be fantastic. Get up. I know that's a big ask, because those games have, like, massive sprite sheets. But if a chat member wants a homework project, here's an idea. I would definitely play really any mod that has my shit in it. I thought the Mario 64 mod that we played recently, that's cool as fuck. That was genuinely amazing. Okay, cool. Not what I wanted at all. At least we can sacrifice him. We can also sacrifice this guy for free. Bit of a problem. Bit of a problem here. Oh, fuck me. Oh! I'm alive. I'm safe. I'm alive. I need to get out of here. This is so bad. Holy shit. I should not have lived that. I genuinely should not have lived that. And it's gone. I had no idea that that could get fucking broken by this trap. What? When you play Spelunky, you learn something new every single time. And I just learned that you can still get caught by those if you crawl towards them. I thought those worked like normal spikes. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's knowledge. Put it in your pocket. Put that in your pipe and fucking smoke it, because you're going to need that information later. This will be on the test. Oh, dear. Oh, boy. All right, what kind of gamer am I today? What kind of gamer am I today? Am I bold? Am I brash? Do I belong in the trash? Don't answer that question, chat. It'll get you banned. Just kidding. No, it won't. But I would appreciate to not hear about the trash part. You know, maybe go a little more on the bold and brash. Just kind of, you know, jerk off my ego just a little bit. Maybe not in those exact terms, because that might get me banned. But, you know how it is. Listen, when any streamer tells you that they don't have an ego, don't listen to them. All of them do. We do this for a reason. It's so that you watch, and hopefully you laugh, like, a little bit. If you don't laugh, it's kind of like when you're at the... You ever seen that clip of Kramer at the Laugh Factory? That's a fucking awful reference. Holy shit! What am I on tonight? Ah! Okay, it's not exactly like Kramer at the Laugh Factory. That one was a little more racist and fucking horrible. That guy got blacklisted from just about every media at the time for what he did. And you know what? We don't want that. We only want that when it's being blacklisted from, like, I don't know, Kick. Nobody gives a shit about Kick. Go on Kick. You fucking Kick actually wouldn't blacklist anyone, though. They wouldn't blacklist anyone. They don't give a shit. Kick had some guy who was getting, like, fucking abused and literally died on there, and the people who did it to him faced 0 repercussions. So as far as I'm concerned, Kick probably doesn't give a shit. Actually, there's no probably there. That's a definitely. I almost dove right into those spikes. Wow, there's a whole lot of shit that wants to kill me. Do I go for the idol? If I do this, I might die here. I'm going for it. You talking about the French guy? Yeah, the French guy. Yeah, I am. That happened. Oh, I'm a fucking moron. I'm a fool. I'm a gross fool. See, gross negligence often gets you killed in Spelunky because you start to forget about the things that are around you, and I'm gonna lose another health for this, aren't I? Wow, that's a really annoying enemy. I don't think I've ever seen one of these poison scorpions. I'm gonna kill him though. No, I have, because nothing popped up in my journal. Yes, I'm talking about the French guy on Kick that got he unfortunately passed away for his I was gonna say for his crimes against humanity, but that's like the other guys, not him. He didn't do anything wrong from what I'm aware. It's just crimes against humanity just kind of fit that sentence better. He didn't do anything wrong, from as far as I'm concerned, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you want to fill words into a sentence, and then your brain's like, you should say this. And you're like, no, don't say that. And then it tries, and you're like, fuck, stop. You're gonna get us into trouble. You don't say that. But then your brain's like, no. You definitely want to say that. It is fun to say crimes against humanity. Get it? Because, like, yeah. That's like a fun, like, phrase. They said that shit back in the medieval times, man. I want to say that. That's cool. They probably say it now, too. Like, not as frequently, but that shit's fun. Sometimes you just want to be a diplomat. You got some good shit here. I'm gonna do spike shoes. I think I could do some good work with the spike shoes. Especially if we find a spider, like a big spider. These spike shoes might also hurt the big caveman at the end of this level. I could have really used that pot. Not the weed type. Not the weed variety. Don't worry about that. Look, I told you I'm off the stuff for at least the next 72 hours. Now on Saturday, nah, it's still going to be off of it because that's not what I'm doing on Saturday. It's not why I'm going to be gone. You can take your guess as to why I'm going to be gone. I'm not going to tell you. But yeah, you can guess. That's free reign. And I'm not going to tell you whether or not you're right or wrong. I can insinuate something. Where will Meikou be on January 31st, 2026? He could be near you. I could be right behind you. Right behind you. That's like the worst spy impression that I've ever heard in my life, and it came out of me. Right behind you. Right. Oh, get behind me, doctor. Oh, jawohl. Sometimes it really do be fun to just kind of shit out words onto a canvas, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, something about... I think that's why I like streaming so much, because I just like talking. Like an excessive amount. Like, I talked so much when I was a kid that people would tell me to shut the fuck up regularly, and it worked. It worked. Would it work now? Probably not. Probably not as good. Depends on who's telling me. Wait a second. We got a good setup here. Check this shit out. Oh, it does hurt him. It does fucking hurt him. But you know what else hurts him? Freeze ray into the jump. Got the chicken. Now we can come back up here. Grab the doggo. Don't ever call him a doggo again. I swear to God, I will neuter you, Meikou. Don't ever fucking say that again. That is not a word that is acceptable in this economy. I don't know why that slipped out of my mouth. I've never said doggo unironically. What the fuck was that? Okay, I think what I want to do here is just bomb this to give myself a little bit of an easier route down. Because if I take all three of these fucking things through the cave here, this is gonna be a mess. Dog might find his way home. No, he's dumb. Okay, hold on. He'll get there. Let's get this guy. And then I'm gonna have to be kind of careful about it. They use chains as a whip? I never noticed that. Okay, get out of the way. You're gonna live, don't worry. Just come on, quick. Let's get the fuck out of here. Is that a skeleton key? Ooh, that could be useful. What is a telepack? Is it just a teleporter that stays on your back? Some of that could be useful. Do I have a climbing glove that I don't know about? Okay, no, I don't. I thought I did. That was weird. Well, regardless, we'll see if I can put any work in with the ray gun. Oh my fucking God. Oh. I didn't hold the D-pad up. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Start the run again! Will we ever make it past World 2? Answer? No. Real answer? No. Guys, I started playing Final Fantasy 16 today. By the way, new one. Holy shit. Does that game start out dark? I did not know that that was the tone that that game was going to set. For anyone who's unaware, a lot of people die, like, in the intro to that game. Important people. And, wow. It is a hell of a ride so far. I've only played, like, 4 hours of this game, and it's already hooked me. It's really fucking good. Now, you may ask, why am I not playing that on stream? Well, it's a fucking RPG. That's long as shit. And I'm not committing to that. Not right now for a stream. If I did, we would be missing out on, like, quite a few other streams. Because I want to play Pragmata here soon. That's in, like, 3 months. I want to play Resident Evil Requiem. And that's in 28? No. That's in like 32 days. That's really close. So I need to wrap up Half-Life 2 and Zelda before Requiem comes out, because that's a big game. I like to take big games one at a time if I can, because those are real big time sinks. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There you go. But Pragmata looks so good. And it was fun as fuck to play. The demo was really good. Not to mention, Resident Evil Requiem. I don't give a shit about Grace's gameplay at all. She's new. It's no offense, Grace, but I don't really care about your gameplay. But Leon's gameplay. Ooh. Leon's gameplay looks like the Resident Evil that I like, which is it's like, oh shit. Leon's gameplay is like action Resident Evil, which I love action-y Resident Evil. Not a lot of people do. That's okay. Different strokes for different folks, you know what I mean? But like, me, I am down for another action-themed Resident Evil. I think when the remake of Resident Evil 5 and 6 come out, oh shit, that's gonna be a ton of fun. And I'm gonna want to play the shit out of that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Half-Life Episode 1 is the shortest in my opinion. So not base Half-Life 2, but Half-Life 2 Episode 1 is the shortest. Okay. I don't know, is Lost Coast important to the story? I think I asked this before. But if Lost Coast is important to the story, then we might have to just wait on one of the episodes or something. It's either that or I just focus down Half-Life and Twilight Princess at the same time and like stream nothing but that. But I don't think I'm that kind of beast. I don't think I'm built like that. That's gonna hurt. Yep. Lost Coast isn't part of the series? Is it not? I thought Lost Coast was canon. You kind of sound like Preston Lacey from Jackass. That's cool. Would you believe me if I told you I've never seen Jackass, even though I'm a kid from that era? That's kind of wild to say, but yeah, I've never seen Jackass. I intend to. I would like to watch some of it. I saw a DVD for Jackass. I don't know if it was the movie or what. Are they all movies? I have no clue. I think they are all movies. But I saw one of them, regardless, at a DVD store recently, and I was like, ah, man. I think that'd be fun to check out. Because I never got to watch it. I've seen bits. I've seen little clips of Jackass, and it's funny. There's some funny shit. I'm trying to think of the one I saw recently. There was one I saw. There was one I saw like a year or two ago that was pretty fucking funny. I cannot remember what it was though. All I remember from Jackass is the like shopping carts. They like rode shopping carts like dangerously. Maybe it was office chairs. I have no idea, man. It's been fucking a million years since that shit happened. But hey, what are you gonna do? Perfect. Perfect activation. This is a fuck you room. Look at this. This is a fuck you room. What do I do here? I'm going around. Oh, shit. Get me out of here. That is 100% a fuck you room, and I hated that. Oh, my God. We got another... You motherfucker! Tossing bombs on my... Well, without my consent, really. What is that jetpack over there? Little funny little jetpack over here. Ooh. Oh, it's a hover pack. I don't think I've ever used one of these. This is nice. Lost Coast was a scrapped portion of the original Half-Life 2 game. But it's ultimately a big side quest that doesn't change the story all that much. You know, I didn't mean to throw that bomb, but here we are, shit out of luck with no bombs. Get the fuck out of here. Stop this. I called the witch doctor, and what did he say? He said, bump, 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 bump. Fuck you, big dickhead. I don't know what to do here. I think I may have fucked myself. No, no, no. Look at that. You see? You see that? You see what I see? I see a funky little rope that goes down. Ooh, hold on. Gotta grab myself a little bit of... That's fucked. This is another fuck you room. We don't like fuck you. Dun-dun. Yo. We do not like fuck you rooms here. I really don't appreciate that. Well, that's cool. That's cool that Lost Coast was like even released then. I thought Lost Coast was straight up just an extra like DLC episode. Kind of like well, I was gonna say kind of like Blue Shift or the one with the one where you play as a Marine. That's not the same thing at all. Actually, those are like games. Which, by the way, Blue Shift looks really fun. I'd like to play that at some point. Plays Barney. Really, I'd like to play all of the Half-Life stuff at some point, including like Black Mesa. Oh, this guy does not know. This guy does not know what's about to happen. It's a nice little release. Yeah, it sounds cool. It sounds pretty cool. I'll probably check it out as just an additional little thing on top of Half-Life after I finish up the rest of the series, because I've never played Half-Life 2 to completion, and that's kind of the goal of what I'm doing now. Played a little bit more yesterday, and it's fun. That game is always fun. I was kind of musing on it whenever I was playing. I was like, man, this is the shit. Like, I can see why people really liked Half-Life when it first released. And Half-Life 2. Like, both phenomenal fucking games. I think, personal opinion here, I think Half-Life 1 is legitimately more enjoyable than, like, 90% of the first-person shooter market that's out nowadays. And I will stand by that opinion. That game is fun as fuck. While I'm at it, go ahead and include, like, Quake and Doom on that list. Maybe I'm just a boomer. Well, I don't know, but, like, come on, the games are good. You should play Half-Life Alyx. It's a VR game, so it's much better. What are you... Okay, when you say better, what do you mean? Like, from a like a gameplay perspective, or from like a benchmark, like this is better graphically, better like like is it a generational leap? I know I'm trying to understand what you mean here by better. I'm going to play Half-Life. I'm going to play Half-Life Alyx. I already own it. I have tried it in VR for all of about an hour. It's really cool. However, I need to play the other games before I play it. So I'm waiting. We'll get there. We'll get there. Really, Half-Life Alyx, you can attribute a whole lot of my interest to Half-Life recently to Alyx, because it has just such interesting... it has such interesting advancements for VR. Like, just some of the stuff that you can do in Half-Life Alyx is really impressive. And it doesn't surprise me that it's impressive, honestly, at all. Just because it's Valve that worked on it. Valve is one of my favorite gaming companies ever. And I trust them with my... I would trust them with my bank. I sincerely, I believe in them as a company to do good things in a lot of ways. That was an awesome death. Really, really cool fucking death there. Awesome. It's a good experience if you have VR. I've never played it, but it seems cool. I do. I have a shitty Mark Zuckerberg headset, Again, Valve, if you're listening, hey, I don't take any sponsors normally, but I would from you. Go ahead and send me a headset. Anyways, fucking, I'll buy one regardless. I want to support Valve, and also, their new headset just looks really comfortable compared to the Oculus. The reason that it's in VR is so that you can look down and see your feet. I mean, yeah, that's part of it. That's definitely part of it. And I think there's something really cool to be said about VR. I think VR is a really interesting concept that isn't... I just don't know if it's worth the barrier to entry yet, like the price. Because VR is, to my understanding, it's still a little bit expensive to get in, at least if you want to get like a decent headset. Maybe if you get one used, it's not as bad. But, you know, then you have to think about, oh, well, I need a PC that can run VR games smoothly, which in and of itself is like a massive cost. Because a good running PC is fucking expensive. So, in one way, I think VR is great in concept. And I think it's a really cool thing that we have. However, I really wish it was more... Don't you dare kill my dog. I just wish it was more accessible. Not only from a standpoint of, like, money and... what am I trying to say here? Not only from a standpoint of it costing a lot, but from a standpoint of, oh my god, VR is so fucking annoying to set up, especially if you have an Oculus. It is ungodly annoying to set up and get working. Like, Oculuses specifically have to be connected in such a way that is like, it's a pain in the ass to play actual PC games on Steam with your fucking headset that you own. Partially because every time you log into the fucking thing, like every time you put the headset on, Mark Zuckerberg, he tickles your nutsack a little bit and he goes, hey buddy, you forgot about me? Let's have a little talk. I need 2 things from you. 1, I need you to log into Facebook. Do that for me, okay? And I'm like, no. I don't even want a Facebook account. Can we not do this? And he's like, no. You see that little headset that you bought? The $250, what is it? $300 headset? $300. Wow. We do charge that much for those, don't we? Yeah, log in with an account that you don't want for me, please. And then recently, this happened to me. Log in and then do me another favor. We are going to take away your ability to log in if you don't tell us your birthday. We really need your birthday. I got emails about this. I got repeated emails from fucking Facebook, Meta, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Multiple emails over the course of like 2 months, because I didn't want to do it. Over the course of like 2 months, saying, hey, we need your birthday in order for you to continue using the Meta Horizon app. Excuse me? Go fuck yourself. You don't need that. Why do you need that? Yeah, we just needed this little bit of like last little bit of information to just go ahead and track you as good as possible. Because if we have your birthday, then we can match that up to our records, you know, everything will be okay. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? Just tell us. It's okay. Meta's your friend. Remember, guys, social media is your friend, and it would never, ever sell your information. Definitely, it would never make it an opt-out option deep in their settings. Don't worry, we would never do that. Fingers crossed behind their back, while simultaneously 2 other hands that may or may not be their own is gaping their asshole wide open. They're goatseeing you. They're looking at you and they're saying, hey, by the way, go fuck yourself. You thought this was a friendship? No, buddy. We're saved! We're saved! More like under new management. I am eating shit out here right now. I gotta, like, pay attention. All I'm saying is, social media has gotten more annoying than ever. And, you know, this is kind of wrapping back to my previous conversation that I was having with you. Twitter is a fucking plague on the community, and I think it's just not good to scroll on there, man. I really, really did get very angry at it today. Like, irrationally angry, and I was like, oh my god, this is unhealthy. Twitter fucking sucks. But then I see Yoshi in the Super Mario movie 2 eating the camera and shitting out the advertisement for the movie, which is on a whole new level of like depravity from from a studio that's like pretty big and makes, you know, movies that sell billions and billions of dollars. That's kind of fucking crazy to just kind of have on display. Lots of yeah, in chat. Yeah. So yeah, that's a real thing. I'm not fucking with you right now. That's a real thing. And I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Sick Megamind reference. Megamind is peak. Ever since we watched that together, Ixel, it's a lot of it has stuck with me. That movie is really fucking good. That's one I intend on getting a physical copy of. I still don't have one. Hoodwinked as well. That and Hoodwinked. I need both of those physical. And yes, I do need. That's a need, not a want. Those movies are so influential to the stupid ass humor that I have. I have Hoodwinked. I know. I was there when you bought it. I was there. I saw it. I debated it. Didn't say anything. You saw it. I had no idea you liked Hoodwinked. You grabbed it. You were like, I'm getting this. And I was like, that's probably a good call. And then you told me that, like, Hoodwinked apparently it's just doesn't exist anymore. Like, they made a certain amount of copies, and then now no one has the rights, and no one makes new discs of it, and it doesn't stream anywhere, and it's, like, for one of the fucking hardest kids' movies to watch, apparently. So, yeah, I kind of kicked myself for not picking it up when I was there, but I'm glad one of us did. I'll find another. It's Hoodwinked. I mean, come on. People love that movie. There's another one at one of the resale stores I know. I saw it. Okay, how recently did you see it? Because if you saw it recently, I think we need to make a trip down to that store and find it again. That's kind of a sick little gamer move I just pulled. You see that? The, like, lizard into lizard combo. I begin to pull out my lizard. You want to RP? Say yes or no. Yes? Okay. I begin to unzip my lizard. My lizard begin to spit. It spit hot juice at you. Yes. This is a fucked up setup. This is a fucked up setup. This sucks. You see, I literally cannot get past this without taking. No, I can. I can. Oh, this is so fucked up. I can't bomb into there. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a shitty setup. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Okay, well, we made it. No problem. No problem. I wasn't even worried. You thought I was worried? What the fuck? Who do you think you're talking to? Only one of the most paranoid fucking people ever. 8,200, we buy the spike shoes and we leave. For sure. That's a surprise tool that'll help us later. It's a surprise tool that'll help us in the future. Yeah. Guys, did you know that Epic Mickey Rebrushed is $20 on Steam right now? Great deal, by the way. Also, really fucking good game that I actually genuinely want to stream at some point. Epic Mickey was, for lack of a better term, pretty epic. How did this happen? Okay, so do I still have paste? I do. This kills him instantly. That's perfect. I was hoping that would release the dog. Release the dog. I got that dog in me. Did you guys drink your mug today? I got that dog in me. Throw a lizard at a quillback? Throw a lizard at quillback. Will it kill him instantly? Do you know, chat member? You seem to know. Alright, here's where shit gets kind of difficult. Well, not really, actually. I can just open this, get you, and leave. I don't know why I keep going to this area, because it keeps killing me. Phrasing. What do you mean, phrasing? That was almost really bad. Oh my god, you saved me! See, these guys are not useless. You might think they're useless sometimes, but they're really not. They're very useful. Also, I'm getting the shit beat out of me. Hopefully he jumps into that. Nope. This'll kill. No point in getting that. I already had paste. The thing about this area is that there's so many traps. It's just a little hard to navigate. I think my guy died. Ugh. I don't know if I replied to you. You said last month. Might be gone already. I could always take my chance on eBay. eBay's got fucking everything under the sun. Do I go back for the goodies? No. No, I'll play it. I'll play it safe. It kills him instantly and gives you 99 HP. Are you fucking serious? What? If I die again, I will try that in the next run. That sounds insane. But also, like, it could work. You could totally be, like, Sonic in meleeing me, though. You could totally just be lying to me. And that's okay. That's funny. That's really funny. But you could totally just be, like middle school, like, sitting me down and being like, hey, did you know that if you kill 100 people in Cruel Man Melee, that you can unlock Sonic in Super Smash Bros. Melee? And I'll be like, no fucking way. And then I sit there for 3 hours trying it. Good news, chat. I get to try it again. I get to try it again. Well, maybe we will see this. That'd be pretty fucking epic. Oh. Also, great news, chat, for anybody who wants, for anybody who's been waiting on what I told you I wanted to do. I told you earlier last year that I wanted to do more live action skits, more fun stuff like that, more scripted, like, live action bits that I can make. Good news for you. I found some lapel mics for very cheap that are very good lapel mics. So, I got the audio situated. Now, for the video, I don't know. I might just use a phone camera. Phone cameras are really good nowadays. So I'm debating it. I have another option, and the other option is to get like one of those nice. The thing I was telling about you the thing I was telling you about, motherfucker, last time, the Osmo Pocket 3, but those are expensive as fuck, and I would have to find one on eBay used for sure, because I don't want to pay that much for one of them. My strategy? Find literally everything on eBay, because nothing else matters. I don't want to pay that much for shit. It's two lapel mics with a case, by the way. 2 lapel mics with a case. They've got little filters in them, too. Like for them. You can put them on the mics. Guess how much? $50. Not that bad. $50. And I'm very happy about that. Now, the interesting thing will be to see whether or not they're counterfeits. Because that happened last time. It did not kill him instantly. Holy shit! It did not kill him instantly, and it did not give me 99999 HP. I don't know, maybe I did it wrong? I think chat members just want to see me suffer, which is fine. Again, that's fucking funny. You got me. And it worked. It worked. You got what you wanted, which was me to get fucking smashed by that guy. Oh! These are the type of bits I like, man. These are the type of bits I like. They're not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Somebody else in chat, throw me some false information. Did you know that if you get on your knees and suck the shopkeepers off in their own shopkeep, you can get taken to the black market instantly, and they'll give you all of the items in their stores? If you do it 100 times, you unlock Luigi? I believe that. I believe that with zero hesitation. Don't you dare. Okay. You almost got fucking destroyed! I'm amazed that he did not go careening into the spikes there. Holy. Careening. Careening. That's a word. It's a word I haven't used in a while. It's a good one. A lot of people need to use careening more often. Chat, give me some good words. What's the word of the day? Hit me with the dictionary. Dictionary.com entry. We're going to learn together. Dictionary.com. Word of the day is a tiptoe. The fuck does that mean? A tiptoe. Standing or walking on tiptoes. A tiptoe. Eagerly expectant, as anticipating a desired event or arrival. Oh man, I am a tiptoe for this shopkeeper's come. Doohickey, that's a good one. Pontificate. The fuck does pontificate mean, chat member? Elaborate? Stop. Elaborate and listen. ICE is back with a brand new mission. Mission directive. Suck big dicks. Kerfuffle equals a commotion. I do like a good kerfuffle. I knew kerfuffle though beforehand. I know doohickey. Gobbledygook is yeah. I know that one. Mumbo jumbo's good. Pontificate is a fancy word for yap. Wonder why you chose that one for me. Rapscallion. You fucking rapscallion. These are good words. You guys ever played Bookworm? Have you guys ever played the fucking peak that is Bookworm? Bookworm is literally one of the best games on the planet, and I will not take any other answers there. It's so good. I was hoping there was another Spindy Doodle guy here that I could, like, use to hit this guy and get 99 HP. What? Dude, he just died. What the fuck just happened to him? He didn't even leave any turkey behind. That guy just got insta-murdered. I don't know what he ran in. I guess he ran into, like, TNT. I actually haven't. Bookworm is so good. Fun fact, guys. Did you know PopCap games existed whenever the Game Boy Advance was a thing? And they put Bookworm onto the Game Boy Advance. So technically, on a fucking technicality, Bookworm is the first smartphone game to have been on a handheld system. And it was on a Game Boy Advance. Something about that is really crazy to me. I heard it also was like one of the first games that got DLC, which is kind of, it's really interesting. Not the app version, but the Game Boy version actually got DLC. If you went to, it was either Toys R Us or GameStop. I can't remember where, but they would hook up, like with a link cable, they would hook up another Game Boy to it, and they could add words to the dictionary. It was the first game to have like an expansion pack on the Game Boy, and I think it's really cool because if you go to Rule 34 and you type in Bookworm expansion, you can learn a lot more about that, and it's just it's a really interesting topic. I think you should check it out for sure. Okay, things are getting quite perilous down here. Why Rule 34? That's just don't worry about the website. That's like it's almost like an oracle for knowledge, that website. So, you know, a lot of people use it as just a really good resource for you'll see it cited a lot on different essays and in papers, you know. I'm actually gonna get these ropes. Well, let me check that out. BRB fact-checking that? Trust. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. I'm a little worried about the I've got 7 health, which indicates to me that, like, I'm doing a little too well. I almost didn't see the exit here. That was crazy. Yeah, it indicates that I'm doing a little too well, and things could end very poorly here shortly. I'm glad I did not ride that down. That's bad. That's really fucking bad. Just go for it. Yep. I did the physics in my mind, and it said, you can make this. Is that fucking Olmec? What? We're fighting Olmec already? How the fuck do you beat Olmec? Oh my god. Ah! How do you beat Olmec? Somebody. Anybody. We'll go up here. What do I need? What do I need? Get up! Like Bowser in Mario 3? Oh my fucking god, are you serious? Oh! Oh my god! Oh, he's scary. He's really fucking scary. So he does like 2 big hops. 2 hops this time. Down, down. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Oh, shit sauce! Oh! So wait, can I just... Ah! Sometimes the silence in between runs is a little comforting. This reminds me of why I play Spelunky 1 more, but I also am terrible at Spelunky 1 and have never beaten Spelunky 1. You would think I would... Oh boy, you would think I would have with how much time I spent with it. But no, I fucking suck at these games. But that makes it more fun to watch, right? You love to watch a guy fail. There's a reason back in the early 2000s we had, you know, top 10 funniest fails, America's funniest home videos, fails of the week with Rooster Teeth. Know what I mean? People love a good fail. And I think we're kind of moving back to our roots with the internet a little bit. People are getting fucking tired of like the Mr. Beastification of content, which I wholeheartedly agree with. I think Mr. Beast single-handedly ruined the fucking platform, but that's just my opinion. He's really fucking annoying, in my opinion. Again, also, all opinions... AFV was goated. AFV was the shit, man. It was awesome. Yeah, sorry, Jimmy, but I think that the commodification of content is kind of not cool. You should do it because you like it. you should do it because you like getting finished off by a horned lizard. Finished off. That's an interesting way to put that. Yeah. So anyways, as I was saying, go to Rule 34 and check lizard finishing off for more information on that death. Welcome! Why didn't we ever get an America's Funniest Home Videos video game?
Welcome to America's Funniest Home Videos. I'm John Bergeron. And this is America's Funniest Home Videos. Check this out. This guy gets his balls stomped by a BDSM lady. Oh, isn't that funny? Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Should I include the words horn, horned, and other variations in that search? Yeah. Yeah, you should. Look, I know some of my chat members are familiar with lizards on Rule 34. That's all I'm saying. You guys are into kobolds and shit. You don't have to tell me. I see it. Here come 30 caught emojis. AFV was killed by YouTube? Yeah, and then YouTube was killed by itself. I say it was killed. People still use YouTube. Unfortunately, there's no real alternative, and every time there is, it's worthless. There's one that's really trying right now. They're called Odyssey. I keep seeing them everywhere, and I already know they're not going to take off. I'll eat my words if they do, but, you know, I just expect, at this point, I expect YouTube to be on top literally forever. And it sucks. It sucks. I wish... Like, genuinely, there's a part of me that would love to infiltrate YouTube headquarters and, like, pretend to be the CEO and then just like tell people to fix the platform. YouTube was killed by AI slop. You're probably not far. Excuse me. You're probably not far off. Honestly, they added features to where any user can like remix shorts with AI, and that is deeply concerning to me. Just considering that a user could have any thought go through their mind and be like, let's generate fart porn of Mr. Beast. And it's like, yeah, maybe don't give that to the user. That's a little weird. It's gonna be the whole, like, Twitter bikini situation again. We don't need this. It's gonna be gross. Fucking the wrong people are gonna have access to tools that they don't need. And it's just gonna spiral and get worse. And the CEOs are gonna be like, we're doing better than ever. Fart porn is crazy. There's nothing weirder I could think up other than like something even more depraved, which there sure is, but you know, we like it to keep it, oh, who the fuck am I kidding? This is not a family-friendly show. I know that a younger audience watches me. I'm fully aware of this because I can see who comments on my videos. However, when I was a kid, I remember growing up and watching like the angry video game nerd. So like, I think the kids are gonna be all right. They're probably gonna be fine. They're gonna hear me say some funky words that are in a string that maybe they shouldn't hear until they're 18. But you know what? They're going to. It's just gonna happen. Parents don't give a shit anymore. They're not gonna monitor what their kids do on the internet. They're just gonna be like, fuck it. Here's an iPad. See you later, loser. Oh my god. You're scaring me. Turn around. Come on. There you go. The CEO encourages AI slop. Yeah, I'm aware of this. I'm aware. I almost said Mr. Beast again for some reason. Their CEO is a fucking dipshit, as far as I'm concerned. Somehow he's worse than Susan, which that's like a hard title to beat. Because she was pretty bad, all things considered. Who knows, though? Maybe she would have been like all in on AI. Who knows? She wasn't around for that. But this new guy is an absolute fucking moron. For lack of a better term. And I really wish he would step down. That's cool. I think she got cancer. Holy shit. I didn't want her to get cancer. I just wanted her to step down. Alright, if that's what they want, then time to start generating AI videos of the YouTube CEO chugging disgusting amounts of Greek yogurt. What the fuck? You should have it generate videos of him. We can keep the Greek yogurt, but can you make it come out of like a gas pump? I don't know why, but that seems really funny in my head. Can you make it come out of a gas pump? Like, but in like thick chunks out of the gas pump. That sounds horrible.
But with the magic of AI, oh, you could make anything.
And it would be worse. It would be quantifiably worse. And it'll steal from people. I hate the double standard that is happening in the US right now with piracy versus people. Individuals, you and me, we are not allowed to pirate anything because that's illegal. I'm not going to condone piracy here, but you can imagine how I feel about this subject here. You and me are not allowed to download and use anything. That's illegal, apparently. But for an AI to go into an archive of like terabytes of data, shit that has been published, shit that is being sold on the market currently, art from artists that they did not give consent to them to use. They can go in and they can steal it for free and without any repercussions. And that pisses me off. It's insane. It is insane that we have created a theft machine that literally does something that is against the fucking law. And then every US lawmaker and every CEO of every company that lobbies for this shit to happen is like, yeah, this is completely fine. You know why? Because it makes money, baby! Fuck you! You thought you could pirate shit and get away with it? No, you fucking dipshit! But we can! Fuck you! I hate it. I hate it. The double standard is insane, and it needs to be said that it's fucking wild, and they shouldn't get away with it. I have died to this guy so many times this fucking stream. He's losing his mind. Yes, he is. Make it come out of Mr. Beast, the Greek yogurt? Pretty sure someone's already done that. Mm-hmm. You're probably right. You're probably correct. And that's really weird, but also sad and also really gross. I will say, though, my favorite thing about this whole situation is that it's predicted, and it's probably fucking correct, that OpenAI will run out of money by next year. By God, I hope it happens. Will it be bad for everyone? Yeah, probably. It's probably going to cause some sort of really bad financial situations for a lot of people that didn't ask for any of this shit. And yeah, it sucks. But does it need to happen? Probably, yeah. It probably needs to go away. It's not ever going to go away fully, which is the worst part. I would love for it to just vanish or have never been created. If a genie gave me 3 wishes, that would probably be on the list. But, you know, we're getting close. There's some hope in the world, Frodo. There is some hope. Some who lived to see it would say that maybe, yeah, it didn't need to happen. This is a horrible rendition of that quote, but I don't really care. Not all who live to see it happen think that it's fucking good, yes, but, you know, if you just waited out for OpenAI to die, then, yeah, it's good. Thanks, Gandalf. What? Wait, what is OpenAI? Oh, don't worry about it, for my boy. Ring, ring, ring. Sauron. Ooh. No! No! You're gonna die. I need your meat. Alright, we're up to 6 health. That's a good amount. That's a good amount. I feel very good about this. Also, we're on the level with the big guy, so I gotta be careful. Maybe I could throw a spinny guy into him and get 99 health and... and, you know, the works. Nope, there's no spindy doodle guys down here. There's one, but he's a little further up. We can try this one. Because I'm Christopher Walken. And I'm walking around, and we can try it. Who knows if it'll work, but don't. They lied. I cannot believe a chat member would lie to me. Oh! I need this. See ya. Wow! Man, I'm glad I had more than 1 health there. That would have been pretty embarrassing. You did it wrong. What? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean I did it wrong? You did it wrong. What do you want to take the guy? You also need gloves. Oh, okay. Yeah, I also need gloves. Sure. Otherwise, he does that. We're moving goalposts now. I see how this works. All right, guys. Where do I find gloves? Gloves. I need gloves. Wee. Oh. Speaking of Gandalf, I made like the exact noise that he does when he hits his head in the fucking house. Oh my god. You can fuck right off. Also, guys, I'm realizing this is a huge problem. I could sit down and play Spelunky and just talk for like a really long time. Oh! I keep seeing the moon challenge, but I don't know if I want to do it. No, I'm realizing this is a problem because, like, it's late at night and I have work tomorrow morning. And, you know, I could just sit here and, like, play this all night. Spelunky's so good, man. Also, I was really I know this is, like, such a weird issue to have, but I was really hoping that UFO 50 would have the original Spelunky in it. Because it's made by Mossmouth, same guy who made this. Or same dev. But I was really hoping that UFO 50 would actually have the old version of Spelunky in it. Because we still don't have that on Steam. It's freeware. You can get it anywhere. You can get it, you know, on the internet, but it's just a shame that you can't get it on Steam for free. And you can't get it through UFO 50. On a side note, did you know that there is a game, I think it's Home Rising or something, Homefront the Revolution, I think is the game? I think it's Homefront the Revolution. There is a video game that exists that has the entirety of either Time Splitters 1 or 2, I cannot remember which, but it has Time Splitters in it, the full fucking thing, on an arcade machine halfway through the game. And it's debatable that it's better than the fucking game that you bought. Like, Time Splitters is probably better than the game that I'm talking about. And it's the only way to play Time Splitters on a modern, like, PC or console without having to pirate it. Which, that is fucking crazy to me. Again, like, why? Why does that exist? It's the whole game. It's a whole game just inside of another game. Yakuza does this. Sega has not released some of the games that are in the Yakuza arcades. They haven't released some of those on Steam, but they're in Yakuza games, which is also like, okay, can you put them on Steam, please, so that I don't have to open Yakuza and then go all the way to the arcade to play them? And then Sega says, no. Thank you, Sega. All right, hold on. I'm really feeling myself in here. I could get some work done. Let me do this. I'm gonna wait for him to come back down. GD Spelunky is also a good remake of it. GD Spelunky. Uh-oh. Wow, that guy saved my life. Thanks, Caveman. Thanks, Captain Caveman. Great cartoon, if anyone remembers that one. That's gonna bring out some fucking memories in some people here. I instantly lost that health. Awesome. Remake of it in Godot. Oh, classic in Godot. That's cool. That dog's gonna be real hard to get out of there. But I think we try anyways. Okay, he's gonna die. No, he's not. I also realize now that this is a... Ha! I was gonna say it's a boss level, but... Here we are, I'm fucking dead again. Oh, lovely, lovely. I'm fucking dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead again. Oh. Oh, well. Before I get too super deep into this, because I'll get stuck playing this for another hour. I do need a good amount of sleep tonight before I go to work tomorrow. So, I think I'll end it here. Thank you, chat. Really, thank you for coming by. As always, it's very, very nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Make sure to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the platforms that you are on, and of course, if you are having fun and you want to keep up with the community, head over to the Discord today. You can go there with the links in chat, or you can go there with the links in the description on the VOD. But aside from that, if you need anything else, head over to Meikou98.com. And with that, sincerely, thank you for coming by, chat. I really do appreciate having time to talk with everybody and just kind of chill out and enjoy the day. It's very fun. We had a nice snowed-in Spelunky day. I always like a nice snowed-in Spelunky day. It's a good day when it's a snowed-in Spelunky day. But yeah. Again, thanks for coming by. Have a great rest of your day / night. And of course, check in on your loved ones. And check in on yourself. With that, chat, I completely forgot to find someone to raid. Like now. So I'm gonna look for someone to raid like really quick, and then we're gonna raid them. And what we're gonna do when we raid them, we're gonna get into their chat and we're gonna go, hey, and then we're not gonna say anything else to them, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck, man? Hold on, we'll find someone. Here is someone. All right, I'm gonna send you guys on your way. See you later, chat.
Hi there. How about